It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. Coming up next.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around, hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
On the return is Sean Tucker. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
Here's Baker to begin with a pass. He's going to tuck it and go. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Harold Landry there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's in. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and He's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Rudolph going to throw right away. That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's deep, looking for Boyd. That one underthrown and intercepted. Yeah! And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Bucs offense going to take over now for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. A short one there to Otten. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On first down is Mayfield. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. 14 yards on the pickup there.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Here's a run. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
McLaughlin on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Buccaneers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
To throw is Rudolph. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Levante David doing his work on defense. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The motion man is Boyd. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down. You get tackled just shy of the sticks. And now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
They'll run for it. And it's Pollard. And he's going to have a Titans 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. The motion man is Boyd. Back to throw is Rudolph. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, the veteran Nick Folk will try it for Tennessee. This one will be from 37 yards out. Folk's kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. To return is Tucker. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Baker to throw. Now he takes off. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
This one is caught by Shepard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Backs to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Rudolph looking to throw. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando. And Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. The Bucs were treated to a fine first half by their quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Tajay Spears. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3, as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Rudolph. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's Rudolph. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's Rudolph. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Rudolph. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on third down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the first down.
A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. Here's 2nd and 9. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Akine. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Now Rudolph. And he'll take it on in. Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown Titans. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Get this complete right side to Otten.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They send Evans in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and None of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Titans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. To throw is Rudolph. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
To the left side in the hands of Gore. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They'll look to throw yet again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Folk now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Titans make the lead 4. It is 17-13. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. To return is Tucker. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On 1st down is Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here.
Mayfield to throw. Open man, the tight end, Keefe. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Irving. And he will score. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Bucs go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Spears now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense and Mason Rudolph heading out onto the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hill drops to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. A gain there of 16 yards. First down for Tennessee.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Again, it's Pollard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Throwing, Rudolph. They're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Back deep. Trey Palmer. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Buccaneers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Down the field, it's Evans. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. One of the tight ends motions right. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top.
Still second down.
They'll run with Irving. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They send Godwin in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Still third down.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Now Rudolph. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Rudolph. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Here's Rudolph. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he's going to go all the way! How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Now, folk, on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans have taken a 4-point advantage.
Buccaneers 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Mayfield. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now, on 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.